morning, Namibia and the world, and welcome to the Government Information Center. My name is Desire Kahia, and today we are looking at the importance of belonging to a professional association, and we are having a focus on the National Information Workers Association of Namibia. Today, I am being joined by beautiful ladies in the studio who are going to help us divulge this particular topic. I have Ms. Helena Nambili. She's the Vice President of NIWAN, that is the National Information Workers Association of Namibia. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And how are you, ma'am? Thank you for having me.
We are well, thank you. She's also joined by Ms. Tisa Namtenya. She's a lecturer at the University of Namibia. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
And right next to me here, we've got Ms. Aina Sakaria. She's an acting senior librarian at the National Library of Namibia.
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
So to kick it off, I think a lot of us are wondering, what is NIWAN? And with that, I would like to then welcome Ms. Namtenya to give us an insight of what NIWAN is and why was it established?
Thank you for the question. So NIWAN was established in 1990 with the aim of uniting information workers across the country to promote the development of information the information profession as well as information services in the country. Secondly, NIWAN was also developed to provide equitable access to information and knowledge, which is used to contribute to the socio-economic, cultural, and scientific development of our country. NIWAN comprises of information professionals in libraries, archives, as well as all other information-related sectors.
Wow, that is definitely a good insight there that gives us great history on where it is that NIWAN is coming from and what actually called for is establishment. Ms. Nambili, I'll come to you now, and I would like to know who can become a member of NIWAN and what are the requirements of joining?
Okay, thank you for the question. Membership of NIWAN is open to all the information workers in Namibia. That includes librarians, archivists, record managers, and all the knowledge managers, even museum curators. They are welcome to join. Also the students, institutions that deal with information, and also individuals that are genuinely interested in quality services to the nation and equitable access to information.
And the requirements?
The requirements are quite simple. All you need to do is to fill in a form, an application form. You select the category of user that you fall under. You pay a membership fee, and then you submit. It's as easy as that. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I'm sure a lot of people are probably thinking, easy as that, but there's a fee. What is the fee? We'll definitely get back to the fee part a little bit down the line as we move on. But now I would like to then move on to Ms. Sakaria, and I want to know, what are the benefits of belonging to a professional association such as NIWAN?
Well, you'd find that a lot of people ask, why should I sign up to be a member of this association? Well, firstly, you gain professional development. You get to network with fellow information professionals who think and have the same vision as you have. You also get to be mentored and at the same time also mentor others, like the student, especially if you are a lecturer, like my colleague on the side. You also get the chance to do trainings for free most of the time, because NIWAN always pays these facilitators that are conducting this training for us. You get to participate in webinars as well as online platform engagement with other information professionals across the African continent in addition to that. And also to attend conferences, because I know a lot of people like traveling.
Yes.
So you would find that when we have these information professionals conferences across Africa or the globe, they have a certain part where they break down the fee, registration fee, if you belong to the member associate of your country. So that is one of the benefits that you'll get, definitely.
I'm sure that part is of great attraction. And I'm most likely going to have a whole lot of information officers and media people, librarians now beautifully considering this membership. And Ms. Namtenya, I would then want to find out from you, as I said, the important part. Maliwa? Maliwa talks. What are the membership fees for the different membership criterias?
All right, so the membership fees for institutional membership is 2,000 Namibian dollars per year. For individuals, it is 200 Namibian dollars per year. And for retired information professionals as well as students, it's only 50 Namibian dollars.
Okay, okay. We can work with that.
Yeah.
We can work with it. I'm trying to couple that with what Ms. Zakaria gave us now, where we can get a bit of discounts here and there. So for $50 annually,
it's a lot.
I think, yeah, no.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth
It's more than worth it. I'm
Yes.
thinking of that conference there in Kenya.
I'm telling you.
I'll be coming knocking. Now, Ms. Zakaria, I come back to you. No, sorry, let me go to Ms. Nambili first. How can members actively participate in NIWAN?
Okay, so we expect members to attend and contribute, especially to the annual general meetings, where we discuss very important financial and other activities that took place. We expect them to take part in conferences, as it was mentioned by my colleague, in seminars, in training, and also most importantly as well in mentoring our upcoming information specialists, the students, and so forth. And I would also add that we have options for them to volunteer into subcommittees that are partaking to various aspects of the institution, such as perhaps fundraising or whatever it is. They have the ability, or they are able to join some of these initiatives, so that they become active as well and push the agendas of the information profession forward.
Let me stay with you. You are mentioning volunteering, contributing in various committees, but more importantly, you mentioned fundraising. Can you give us a bit of insight on that? What are some of the fundraisers that you've held in the past, and who were the focus groups for these activities? Away from the fundraising activities, the other activities that you carry out as NIWAN? Okay,
we carried out a few activities on especially the student drive currently that is happening. We want to encourage our young upcoming information specialists to join us. So we are running that drive for students. And then we also have car wash, where we want to fundraise for such events such as conferences and seminars and training. We're thinking of also the gala dinner, where we want to look at perhaps the librarian of the year, the archivist of the year, and so forth. So we have a lot planned. In the past, I can attest that we didn't do much in terms of fundraising, but this year we're really looking at fundraising for this type of initiative, so that we are visible out there in terms of the information profession development and so forth.
Okay. Yeah. I love the fact that you're you're forward thinking, you're proactive. Yes, you've had a methodology that you've been running with for quite some time, but you are acknowledging the fact that maybe you need to do more or revamp how you're functioning in order to attract more and bring insight. Because I think, information, the information profession is one that people don't actually look at much, but it is very insightful. And trust me, you can make a lot of money out of information. So I think the young ones should reconsider, pushing aside being a librarian or archivist. And it's actually intriguing. It taps into people's curiosities quite a lot. And now moving on to Ms. Zakaria, I would like to find out from you the contribution of NIWAN to the realization of the objectives of the NDP 6 and any other national development goals.
Okay, thank you for the question. So both the archivists and librarians contribute immensely to the Sustainable Development Goals as well as the NDP 6. Under the NDP 6, we fall under pillar number 4, which clearly highlights equitable and quality access to lifelong learning opportunities. So these two professionals or institutions are centered to these priorities as we provide inclusive space where learners, students, and the community member can come into these spaces, the libraries or the archives or resource centers, to utilize them to either do self-learning, innovation, and develop their skills as well. At the same time, when you walk in these centers, you would find that there's a vast, rich collection of books, materials that can either be accessible physically when you visit our institutions or online when that specific library or institution subscribes to different databases like Emerald, EBSCOhost. You mentioned them, there are quite a few.
Wow.
Some of the success stories are also that the National Library currently, we do quarterly e-learning training where we train the members of the public how to access these resources and how to use them effectively. One of the other is of the Hangwena Regional Library in the north. They recently held an information sharing session in partnership with the Development Bank of Namibia as well as BIPA, where they shared information of how these community members can actually register their business, how to start their businesses, how to apply for tenders and funding as well, which was quite insightful and a lot of people actually attended. So we wish to that information is not just something that you learn and you leave it at that because you went to school, you went to varsity, and that's it. But it's a lifelong learning. It's a journey that never ends, actually, and information doesn't stop there. Another one is that the academic libraries provide information as well as digital literacy training. With the growth of AI and technology, I think we have all seen the flyers, the AI popping, they just pop. So this training that is being done by the academic libraries help and train these new students in universities as to which extent they can actually use AI tools for their beneficial, but also to which extent they can stop because now it's no longer beneficial to them. It can either be copyright infringement, you mentioned all those laws that pertaining to that. At the same time, the National Archives of Namibia is as well undergoing a digitizing project where they are digitizing our cultural heritage for preservation and future use. Yes.
Okay. I'm loving the transformation. You're making me want to go back and reactivate my library membership at the National Library.
Please.
But don't ask me when was the last time I used it. It was decades back. But you know the digitalization part of it, where people have the options of having your traditional book, which by the way is still my favorite.
Yes.
The smell, the touch, all of that. You know, it involves all your senses for that matter. But also, I love the initiative of trying to teach the young ones the balance.
Yes.
Where to stop. Because at some point you can really get yourself into trouble.
Too much.
Or lose the ability to learn because now you're expecting AI to literally
everything
generate
for you.
everything for you. So I'm loving that you are still teaching us something new, even in light of, you know, the new developments and innovations of technology. As we move on, I would like to then find out from Ms. Namtenya, and especially in light of us speaking about artificial intelligence, I would like to know how is AI affecting information workers?
Okay, so AI has changed the way information is created, organized, and as well as accessed. With AI, now we are able to facilitate metadata creation and cataloging, information retrieval and discovery. We are able to digitize and preserve with AI. We use AI for research support and as well as for decision making. So as much as AI is improving the service delivery in the information sector, it is important to note that we do need skills as information professionals, digital and technological skills to advance the movement. And this is where professional bodies such as NIWAN come in to provide AI capacity training skills for our members so that we are sensitized and we are able to move along with the changes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Nambili, I come to you. Earlier on you mentioned a gala dinner and this plays part of the various activities that you're trying to utilize for fundraising and also just awareness. Can you give us a bit more details with regards to that particular dinner?
Okay. The gala dinner is still in the pipeline. We're still planning it for perhaps next year.
Okay.
And it's for everybody, all the information workers. And we're planning or looking at perhaps uniting all the information workers and also acknowledging, or perhaps not acknowledging, but awarding information specialists that are running in the forefront and making an impact within the information profession, especially when it comes to publishing of articles and books and so forth. We have quite a lot of people that are doing this, and they need to be visible, or perhaps to be acknowledged, so that we drive the profession forward. Because there's a lot that we can do as information specialists. But we are very much reserved as a profession, and this is high time that we come in the forefront and run some of this. And I just genuinely think starting with this gala dinner, or having this gala dinner, opens up the morale and the interest of all these information specialists, so that we gather and celebrate our forerunners, the Dr. Mchombus, the Prof. Namilas. We have quite a lot of gurus in the profession that have paved the way, and we have to acknowledge, so that we also learn from them.
Yes, that's true, that's true. Ms. Zakaria, any details that you would like to add onto what Ms. Nambili said, or also additional activities that the association is busy with?
I'd just like to highlight that as an association, we are really trying. We want to become visible. That's the main purpose. We're really trying to become visible. As my colleague has alluded earlier, that previously we do things, but we do it like almost behind, and it's not out there. People wonder, so you are a librarian. You just went to study to issue out books. But that's not the case. That's not the case. We do much more than just sit behind a desk and issue out books. So some of the events that we are looking forward to now is the student recruitment drive as well, where we also go to the University of Namibia, because that's where they teach students who are pursuing careers in this profession. And then we just raise awareness in pertaining to NIWAN as well. We have the networking session that we are looking forward to having this coming Saturday with information professionals across the country. So we just sip on something and just see where we can take our information profession. We also have the Sustainable Development Goals Advocacy Initiative. This one we have been doing. We partner with local leaders, which of what is happening later this afternoon, actually, in partnership with Her Former Excellency, the First Lady. So this one is something that we are all, I think, looking forward to this afternoon.
Definitely.
Yes, and then the other one is we'll have an information sharing session with the colleagues that had the opportunity to travel out to attend conferences, the ones that went to present papers, to just share their knowledge, their experiences, how they went about writing their papers, what to look forward when you're going out, going to present, and how to address yourself as someone. Because when you go out there, you don't just go as Aina Zakaria. You go as a NIWAN representative, you go as a government representative, and so forth. So yes, those are just some of the few.
Wow, that sounds very exciting, and I can even hear it in your voice. You're excited about today's event, this weekend's event. So, you know, the information workers, it's a very silent profession, pardon me, and don't be fooled. I used to be, back in the days, we used to call it library prefects. And that was high school. And it's actually quite exciting. It's not as boring as people tend to look at it. So my question then to you, anybody can answer, or all of you can answer, what are your activities when it comes to try and also just get school learners involved or informed about this information professions?
Okay, I think so. Annually, we have what we call the National Readathon, which is headed under the Namibia Library and Archives Service Directorate, Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture, MISEC. So this event is where we promote literacy as well as numeracy. So this event gives us the opportunity as librarians and archivists to go out there to show this high school and primary school learners about our profession, that no, you can actually study to be a librarian, and this is what you are going to be doing. So that is one of the events that actually keeps attention and takes into account learners and includes them, the readathon. It happens yearly in September. Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm happy to hear that the readathon is still on.
Yes.
I remember we used to participate that when I was in primary school. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's good to know that initiatives that have been working are still having that momentum and they still keep going. So we definitely are glad that we can do our part to inform and just put the information out there so that we make sure that we continue some of these very, very good traditions.
Yes.
Now, as we round up our session this morning, this is a question that I'm basically posing to all of you, and that is looking at your message that you would like to share with information professionals, students and institutions that are not yet members of NIWAN. Okay. We can start with Ms. Nabili.
Okay, thank you for that question once again. My message to our potential members is that this is our association, this is our field, and we need to advance it. We need everybody on board, and we need to educate our community and our society. As was mentioned earlier, a lot of people or students, when they reach university, that's when they discover, there's something called information or library or record studies and so forth. So my message to all of us is that let's drive our association so that we become visible to the community out there and see, and also to sensitize them to see our impact within the community and within the space, the information space.
Okay. Ms. Mantenya?
Yes, no, I implore all that are not part of NIWAN to please do the right thing, fill in that membership form, pay the fee that you need to pay, and join the movement. We are trying to do great things. We are trying to grow the profession, and it's important that we pull together. We all need to belong, and we all belong to NIWAN.
Okay,
Yes.
nicely said. Ms. Zakaria?
Well, my colleagues have said it. I'll just like to highlight and emphasize that as information professionals, let's be proud of what we do. Let's all join the association. Let's work together and help each and every Namibian make an informed decision by providing accurate, timely and relevant information resources. Yes.
Well said. There's nothing I can add to that one. Even I, as an information professional, they've said it all. Thank you very much, ladies. And I think it's a good thing to know and at least learn that there's an association for a very silent profession. I'll keep repeating that. But it's, in as much as it's silent, it's extremely exciting.
Yes.
You get to learn a lot. As they say, if you're not learning something new every day, then something is wrong.
Something's
Yeah.
wrong.
So thank you very much for gracing our studios this morning. It was good having you, and I wish you great success with all the events that are coming up, and especially that gala dinner. I don't know what I'm going to be awarded for. I'm also an information professional at this point in my own right. But thank you very, very much. And to you out there, thank you for staying tuned with us on this platform of ours that we greatly use to inform, educate, not just ourselves here in the studio, but you out there in your office, in your living room, even sometimes in your car, watching through our social media platforms. Thank you very much. From myself, Desire Kahia, and my production crew here at MICT, it is bye-bye.